The B Nation Podcast. The B Nation Podcast, Miguel Tello.
Global music sales rise for the 8th consecutive year in 2022, with recorded music revenues growing in every world market and across almost all formats, thanks to the brand new report from the IFPI of global music revenues in 2023. On this episode of the B Nation podcast, we are going to celebrate that we are consuming more music every year, and something that we already knew: it will be terrible to live without music. We have an incredible guest and stunning brand new music for you. This is the B Nation podcast. I am Miguel Tello, and we are presenting you our episode 3. This one is called Global Revenues in Music, and if you want to find out what do we have ready for you on this episode, here's our summary. On episode 3, the big story is called Global Music Revenues. IFPI published a new report giving information of a significant growth in music consumption. Don't miss the analysis. Spotify presents the hottest record of the week, the incredible debut album from Tia Tia.
You might not like me, but your boyfriend does. He's going as when he don't think you're looking. Got bad intentions, yeah, he wants some. It ain't my fault he wanted me. Oh, honestly.
CECE is our guest on this episode, and she is presenting her latest single, Problems.
Hi, I'm CeCe, and you're listening to the B Nation Podcast.
We are introducing the next breakthrough artist, Max Drayson, the 5 stream stars of the week, and as always, we will bring you the best new music from around the world. Welcome to the B Nation Podcast, brought to you by Spotify. How are you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the B Nation Podcast, where we are bringing you the best new music from around the world. If you want to be part of the nation and submit your music for consideration, you can now join our Twitter community. Find us searching the B Nation Podcast, also available on Instagram and TikTok. You can support, vote, or provide feedback in the songs that we are playing in our spin-off show Backstage, exclusively available on Spotify. And we're gonna start this episode of the B Nation Podcast with the sensational brand new single from S9E3.
Hey, this is Johnny from Nightly, and you're listening to the B Nation Podcast.
They are doing a tribute to their favorite band, naming this track Radiohead. Get ready to listen this sensational brand new single from S9E3 that is called Radiohead.
Time zone, you're in my head like a song. Stuck in the traffic and all of the static. It's your voice that's playing along. Yeah, I think of you awake in my bed, touching my head, singing Radiohead, and I'd say too soon for me to ever not be close to you. It's you. God only knows how hard I've tried to write it all down, spit it out, let you read my mind. But it don't make it better, there's nothing to say. You're lovely in ways that I just can't explain. Too soon for me to ever not be close
Finally, and the brand new single Radiohead, what a fantastic song that remember that now you can support in our spin-off show Backstage, available every Saturday exclusively on Spotify. CECE is gonna be our guest and she's gonna be with us shortly, but now it's time to introduce the hottest record of the week, brought to you by Spotify, the incredible debut album from Tia Tia.
Hi, I'm Tia Tia and you're listening to the B Nation podcast.
I'm going to play the track that is smashing streaming services and it's our favorite too. This is called Your Boyfriend Does.
You might not like me, but your boyfriend does. You might not like me, but your boyfriend does. He's going ass when he don't think you're looking. Got bad intentions, yeah, he wants some. It ain't my fault he wanted me. Oh, honestly, you want me at the bottom. You know what you're doing. Rumors that you started. Queen bee, you ruthless. I don't even want them, but you can make me do it. You can make me do it all. You keep playing dirty. Go out your way to hurt me. It's true, I might get flirty when he pull up at 11:30. Oh, you can be Regina, I'll be his ballerina. Oh no, baby, you should know. You might not like me, but your boyfriend does. He's going ass when he don't think you're looking. Got bad intentions, yeah, he wants some. It ain't my fault he wanted me. Oh, honestly, you might not like me, but your boyfriend does. He's going ass when he don't think you're looking. Got bad intentions, yeah, he wants some. It ain't my fault he wanted me. Oh, honestly, your boyfriend bites, yeah. He say he want a slice, yeah. I got that name so nice, yeah. I make him say it twice, This flow meaner than verse one. Got no feature, do my own stunts. When I post to the first one, to like it. Whoa, I gotta have a many nights if I'm gonna slide on the side, but I think I won't. Yeah, if I'm gonna ride, I'ma do it right when I wanna see a 0.5 slow mo. Went off in the verse, I can do it worse like I would, but I won't go that low. Cause you already know, you might not like me, but your boyfriend does. He's going ass when he don't think you're looking. Got bad intentions, yeah, he wants some. It ain't my fault he wanted me. Oh, honestly, you might not like me, but your
Your Boyfriend Does is one of the songs from the debut album of Tia Tia, that incredible album that we're gonna be listening here on the B Nation podcast because it's the hottest record of the week, brought to you by Spotify. And now it's time to discuss the big story of this episode, global music revenues, because IPI published a brand new report of global music revenues in 2023, and we have a lot to discuss, ladies and gentlemen. The top line figures of this IPI global music report in 2023 says that global music sales up 9% to $26.2 billion, and streaming subscription revenues up to 10.3% to $12.7 billion. Total streaming revenues, including pay and app-supported, up to 11.5% to $17.5 billion. Physical revenues up 4% to $4.6 billion. Performance right revenues rise 8.6% to $2.5 billion. 589 million paying music subscribers. A streaming share of global music sales is at 67%. IPI Global Report 2023. Music revenues climbed 9% to $26.2 billion. Total streaming revenues rise 11.5% in 2022, bringing the segment share of the overall music market to 67%. Global music sales rise for the 8th consecutive year in 2022, with recorded music revenues growing in every world market and across almost all formats, according to the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry IPF Global Music Report 2023. Total revenues climbed to $26.2 billion, a rise of 9% on the previous year, although that rate of growth is half 2021 rise, when revenues were up 18.5% year-on-year on IPI sales. It was still the fourth highest growth level that the recorded music business has seen this millennium. The leading driver of growth was a 10% rise in pay-for-streaming subscription revenue, which totaled $12.7 billion last year. IPI reports that there were 589 million users of paid subscriptions accounts at the end of 2022, up from 523 million in the previous 12 months and 443 million in 2020. Streaming, including paid subscription and advertising supported, now accounts for 67% of sales across the music industry, up from 65% in 2021 and 62% in 2020, although the rate of growing is slowing. In 2021, streaming revenues rocketed 24% to 16.9 billion, and remember that last year increased 11.5% to $17.5 billion. So that was the big story of this week. Global music revenues are growing in 2022, and that was the IPI report that it was published this 2023. And we have to celebrate that we are consuming more music every year, because it will be terrible to live without music. And now it's time to play the 5 stream stars of the week, and for the first time we're gonna play the 5 tracks in a row. So we're gonna enjoy 5 tracks in a row, and they are all from female artists, from incredible brand new female artists that we are gonna play for the first time here on the B Nation podcast, because it's all about girl power, it's all about female artists that they are actually rocking the music industry. And we're gonna start by an artist that is called Sophia Angeles, and this track is called Ouch. There we go, Sophia Angeles, and this track is called Ouch.
Blindsided, like a 1-2 punch. Was it all in my head that I heard you said you wanted something real this time, but you changed your mind, no warning. All those nights in June in your room, thought it was something more than nothing to you. It's hard to think about it, cause every time I think about it, I'm like, ouch. Why'd you tell me like that? Face first on the pavement, didn't tell you love me back. Guess you moved on, so why'd you keep me waiting? How can I go from someone you can't live without to someone you don't care about? Ouch. Why'd you tell me like that? Why'd you tell me like that? So lovesick, there's no medicine I can take away this pain. I'm in your words sing, cut like a knife. Wish you could feel what this feels like. All those nights in June in your room, thought it was something more than nothing to you. It's hard to think about it, cause every time I think about it, I'm like, ouch. Why'd you tell me like that? Face first on the pavement, didn't say you loved me back. Guess you moved on, so why'd you keep me waiting? How can I go from someone you can't live without to someone you don't care about? Ouch. Why'd you tell me like that? Why'd you tell me like that? Salt in the wounds when I think of you. Don't feel the same, slap in the face. Ouch. Why'd you tell me like that? Why'd you tell me like that?
Sophia Angeles and the track that is called Ouch. We're here for the first time here on the B Nation podcast, and it's the first of the 5 stream sounds of the week that we are hearing here on this episode of the B Nation podcast. Let's continue with the second one, and it's time to discover this track that is called Sad Bitch, and it's by Virgin Mary. There we go, Virgin Mary, and this track that is called Sad Bitch.
Yeah, I got a perfect life. Look at my happy smile, got everything I wanted and more. Now I'm living in LA, writing songs every day, but all I do is listen to yours. And I'm dressed up, but I'm depressed, cause I miss you. Stressed out, yeah, I'm a mess, but nobody knows it. And no, nobody knows it. This was everything I wanted, now I have it. All I feel is fucking sadness, it's so tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure as I'm not happy, I'm a savage.
Now I have it, all I feel is fucking sadness, it's so tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure as I'm not happy, I'm a savage.
Yeah, I got a perfect life, buy everything I like, but Prada won't save my soul. Got myself a couple guys, but they don't mean nothing to me because my heart's still yours. And though I'm dressed up, but I'm depressed, cause I miss you, stressed out. Yeah, I'm a mess, but nobody knows it. And no, nobody knows it. This was everything I wanted, now I have it. All I feel is fucking sadness, it's so tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure as I'm not happy, I'm a savage.
Want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking sadness, it's so tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure it's I'm not happy, I'm a savage.
Want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking sadness, it's so tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure as I'm not happy, savage. Want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking want it, bitch. Want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking sadness, it's the tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure as I'm not happy, Want it, now I have it. All I feel is fucking sadness, it's the tragic. Crying rivers like a habit, I'm a savage. Yeah, I'm sure as I'm not happy, I'm a savage.
Virgin Mary and the track that is called Sad Bitch, you just hear it for the first time here on the B Nation podcast. It's the second of the 5 stream stars of the week that we are hearing. All of them in a row on this episode of the B Nation podcast. All promising female artists. We heard, remember, Sophia Angeles with Ouch, Virgin Mary with Sad Bitch. And now it's time to hear the track by Gabby Skylar and this one that is called Pardon My French. There we go. Gabby Skylar and Pardon My French.
Excusez-moi, I don't speak gasoline. You and me, watch your tone, c'est la vie, my baby. Kiss my bon appetit, mess around where you eat. Wanna taste my bonbon, mon chéri. Bon voyage, your time, so don't even start. Giving you until 12 to translate this. Je ne sais quoi, you name the sous la la. And no, I should watch my language. Pardon my French, but I don't want to rendezvous. No, thank you, merci beaucoup. Excusez-moi, but pardon my French, but I do think I'm having deja vu. I'll ask again, parlez-vous? Pardon my French, but fuck you. Au revoir, s'il vous plaît. Je m'appelle, boy, not today. Tonight or tomorrow or the next day. I'm not your a la carte, Grandella, cranberry on top. Tell you off in English and France. Bon voyage, your time, so don't even start. Giving you until 12 to translate this. Je ne sais quoi, you name the sous la la. And no, I should watch my language. Pardon my French, but I don't want to rendezvous. No, thank you, merci beaucoup. Excusez-moi, but pardon my French, but I do think I'm having deja vu. I'll ask again, parlez-vous? Pardon my French, but fuck you. It's a shock around the world, so universal. Can't say it enough, oh, what a mouthful. It's a shock around the world, don't need explaining. When you could just read my body language. Pardon my French, but I don't want to rendezvous. No, thank you, merci beaucoup. Excusez-moi, but pardon my French, but I do think I'm having deja vu. I'll ask again, parlez-vous? Pardon my French, but fuck you.
Gabby Skylar and Pardon My French is the third of the 5 stream stars of the week that we are hearing here on the B Nation podcast, and is the third female artist that we are playing, because remember that this week all the artists that we have on the 5 stream stars of the week are female incredible artists. Pay attention to this one that is called RHS, and she is Amanda Ross. You will love it. There we go.
I'm a hot girl's ready. Turn up the bass up when I get sweaty. Drink coke with the Henny. Let's live it up like. Baby, don't front. I'm on my way and you know what I want. I came to flaunt it. I'ma rock that shit like a new debutante, bitch. Baby, let's ride. I'm a hot chick and you're my kind of guy. If I want it, it's mine. So give it up, give it up. Baby, don't front. I'm on my way and you know what I want. I came to flaunt it. I'ma rock that shit like a new debutante, bitch. I'm a real hot stunner. Real hot stunner. I'm a real hot stunner. RHS, eat it up like supper. I'm a real hot stunner. Real hot stunner. I'm a real hot stunner. RHS, eat it up like supper. Grab a drink from the bar, walk in the club like a Hollywood star. Like get into the sexy facade. I just know you wanna try what I got. I'm a hot new bitch on the block. Play my songs and watch a pretty girl slog. Shaking ass and making everything pop. Bitch, I came to see you work till you drop. Let's take a trip right off in a ferry. Girls and guys and the non-binaries. Strike a pose, bitch, shake that derriere. Brace yourselves, it's about to get scarier. I'm the kind of girl you try to act like. If you wanna, then you better get your act right. Bitches go fucking crazy like a cat fight. Drink it up like it's gonna be the last night. I'm a real hot stunner. Real hot stunner. I'm a real hot stunner. RHS, eat it up like supper. I'm a real hot stunner. Real hot stunner. I'm a real hot stunner. RHS, eat it up like supper.
Amanda Rose, and this track that is called RHS is the fourth of the 5 stream songs of the week. So we'll do a recap. Remember, this week, the 5 stream songs of the week are Sophia Angeles with Ouch, Virgin Miri and Sad Bitch, Gabby Skylar with Pardon My French, Amanda Rose with RHS, and this one that is gonna be the last one that we're gonna play by Anastasia Elliott, and this one is called Bones. There we go, Anastasia Elliott and Bones. After this, we're gonna have CECE on the show, but for now, let's play Bones by Anastasia Elliott, the last of the 5 stream stars of the week.
In your arms, in your eyes, in your bones.
next guest started 2023 releasing an incredible pop rock tune called Problems, and she said that she's not even a little bit of dangerous. So we invited CECE to this episode to find out more. CECE, how are you?
I'm great.
Welcome to the B Nation podcast. Honestly, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here on the show.
Honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Congratulations for your song Problems, because you started like 2023 with this track with new music that is the perfect track to obviously to drive down, like the highway, and obviously to blast the song away. Has been done wrong to you. I just want to ask you about the process of making this song, the process of making Problems, which is an excellent song, by the way. And
thank you so much.
What can you tell me about the track? Because I know that it's based on the story of like a friend. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you about how complex was making this song for you.
I mean, I'm a pretty open book when it comes to my music, so I can very openly tell you that a very dear friend of mine came to me just heartbroken because he had found out that his fiance had been cheating on him like their entire 5-year relationship, and he was just devastated over this. And so I'm a very loyal friend, and so when you fuck with people that I love, I just can't really let that go quietly. It was just this song felt like an opportunity to give my friend like an outlet to help him move past this pain by, sometimes you just got to be a little petty over this type of stuff for a second, and then you can move on. So that's why we wrote Problems, was to give anybody that is going through a betrayal like this.
That the lyrics of the track incredible, because especially my favorite is because I'm about to air out your laundry and let it while it burns. That is genius. That part is genius. I never heard that before myself.
Thank you so much. Well, we were in our session writing this song, and I very clearly walked in and said, we need a revenge record for my friend. So we were writing it, and I think every person that goes through a betrayal like this, especially if you are in love with someone that cheats on you and breaks your trust that way, the first thing you want to do is like burn all their shit. So in this song, we literally put in anything that we would want, that we would desperately like want to do, but then now that it's in the song, we don't have to do it in real life. So no clothes were burned in this process. But you would be surprised how many friends, how many other people heard this song and came to me saying, when my boyfriend cheated on me, I threw all of his shit into the street. Like everybody is coming to me with their own stories of things that they did to somebody that betrayed them like that.
Yeah, I guess there is a lot of people that they can relate to the track, right?
Totally. I was surprised because when this came out, and especially a couple of my other friends that I had sent the song to, I was surprised by how many of them had their own stories of someone cheating on them, or just even, it doesn't even have to be like someone that you're in a romantic relationship with. People are screwed over by their friends and different people that they know all the time. So this is just the ultimate revenge record for anybody that's going through that type of shit.
Especially the ones, that we thought that they were gonna be there, not forever, but they have been there for a long time, and that are the ones that they hurt the most, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, totally. CECE, you are an excellent designer. I believe that you have designed like all of your outfits, that obviously, especially the ones that you are wearing in the artwork of, for example, of this one, Problems. I want to ask you about this one. Like, are you like a fan of the red color? Because honestly, like, if it feels great on you, and I just want to ask you why it was almost the death of you outfit that you wear on the artwork for the Problems.
That's a great question. Red for some reason was just the first color that came to mind to this. I mean, I've always loved red in general. I just think it's a very powerful, striking color, and it represents a lot of things, especially like passion and rage and all of those other things that went into this. And even when it comes down to like references like the Scarlet Letter and things like that, the color red really represents a lot. And for some reason, as you can probably tell, I'm a very visual person, and I often like assign color palettes and different things like that to songs. Sometimes even before we write them, I'll have an idea for a song, and it's hard to explain, but I almost see the song before we write it. So then once it's written, and then I see even more, and so that's kind of where the red look came from, is because I just felt like red really was what was gonna best represent the emotion that was going into the song.
No, definitely, because I was about to say that red is the perfect color to describe what Problems is all about. I mean, I think right now, red, the color of revenge, red, the color of blood, for example, maybe,
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. So I think it's perfect.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was very pleased with how the whole thing turned out.
I just want to also ask you as well, because Problems is a song that obviously is the following one to a previous release that you did last year for Fuel. How long did you have like this track like ready? Like, was it a song that like when you started to write it, you were like, okay, cool, this song is gonna be my next one, or like, because I'm sure like obviously you wrote like you write music during as well during the year. Was it like obviously the decision of like being a loyal friend what ended up being your next single, of like what was the key factor for you to say, okay, this song is gonna be my next one?
That's a great question. Like you said, you're correct. I do have an entire project worth of material already written that I've been writing over the last couple years, and we had a plan of how we were going to roll out all of this music in the order that everything was going to go in, and I try to stick to those schedules, but this was genuinely an on-the-spot decision where when my friend came to me with this story of what happened, I was so angry for him that I was like, okay, we have to write this song now. And so we sat down, we wrote it, and I think we were not even halfway through finishing writing in the song when we were like, okay, this is the next single, and it has to come out, because part of it was I was like, I don't even really care about the rollout of music. I just need this person who horribly wronged someone that I love to know that they're not going to get away with it, and that they're going to have to, every time they hear this song, I hope that they remember what they did and learn from it and don't do it to anybody else.
By the way, like another favorite part from me is that when you sing, you can keep that STD for you. Like, I think that is genius. What can I say? Let's hear Problems.
Hi everybody, I'm CECE, and you're hearing my latest single, Problems, on the B Nation podcast.
Everything was going alright until you came and fucked up my life. I'm so tired of being polite. How the hell do you sleep at night? Too bad it's over now. So sad, you should be leaving. Good chat, about to get even now.
Can you give me drums?
Problems, I got them, and you're number one. Somebody better call up your mama, tell her come get your son, 'cause I'm about to air out your laundry and laugh while it burns. Talking about problems, I got them, and you're number one. Let you take the keys, gave you my whip, found you in the backseat with your side chick. That STD, you can keep it. Get that shit away from me, I don't need it. Yeah, yeah. And all of our friends, they already know. And we fucking hate you, we're happy you're gone. So happy you're gone. Problems, I got them, and you're number one. Somebody
right, so you just heard Problems by CECE, that she is with us here on this episode of the B Nation podcast. CECE, I want to ask you a question. This is a question that normally we ask to every artist that is coming to the show. There is not right or wrong answers. It's just like we want to know more about your songwriting skills, and we want to find out something very, very, very easy. Look, let's do something. If you have to do a recap of all the music that you wrote in the last 12 months, what was the first thing that always it comes to your head when you start to write a song? It was always the lyrics, it was always the melody, or it was like the title of the track?
Ooh, that is a good question. Man, you ask some incredible questions. I have to just
thank you very much
on your very thoughtful questions. No, I mean, to interject, I've done a lot of interviews doing this, and not everybody asks incredibly insightful questions. So I love answering questions that are fun to answer. I love writing music so much. It's as you know, being a designer and doing different things like that, I have a vision for things before I usually get my hands on them and start building it, right? And I view building a song kind of the same way that I view building a garment, you know? And you usually I personally will go in with an idea or something that I want to say. And sometimes it is a word. It can be a single word that my co-writers and I will get together and we'll fill up a whiteboard full of like just words that stick out to us, that grip something, you know, deep within us emotionally. And then when we go into a session, I can't tell you we do it the same way every time, because we don't. Sometimes I will have a guitar part that I feel like evokes something out of us. Sometimes we'll have a story, like in the sense of problems. I think for Fuck Up Each Other, we went in and we had one line, and it was, I can't take another self-destructive summer. So if you're into it, come on, let's fuck up each other. And that was the line that we wrote the rest of the song around. But sometimes it's just a feeling too. Sometimes I'll go in and be like, you know, my mood today feels a little dark and feels a little angry, and so we will start building something that kind of evokes that mood or lifts us out of that place. It's really about just finding that flow state whenever we go in there, and it's really a collaboration too. Like, I have amazing friends and co-writers that I work on all my music with, people that really allow me to be my most authentic self and say things that I wouldn't say to anybody else, but I can say them in the safety of our creative space as a team. And I'm just really, really grateful to be working with the people that I work with, because I think it really brings the best out of me as a writer, without question.
Yes. Let me ask you, what do you think about artists that they start to write from the title? This is something that like I found that on the show like very interesting and inspiring. Have you tried this before, for example?
Writing from the title?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Some artists, they find that this is pretty inspiring. Like I'm asking you like if you have like any attempt before, or any like the songs that you've written before.
Totally. Problems was one of them. But there's 100 different ways that you can tell the story of someone being a cheater and wanting to get like revenge for that. There's 100 different ways to tell that story. And we were sitting down in our session to write it, and it was my friend Joe. He goes, for some reason, the word problems just keeps coming to my mind. And from there, we wrote the entire rest of the record. So it happens in different ways every time, or you know what I mean? But Problems is a great example of something like that coming from a word.
What's next for you? Because obviously, like, you just released Problems a few weeks ago, but like, you have a rest of the project, obviously to be released during 2023. What is actually the plan? Like, you are planning like to release like more singles, and then it will end up coming on an album, on an EP? Yeah,
I'll tell you as much as I know. At this point, we have singles that we are releasing all year long. There is not going to be a moment of downtime when you're not going to be getting music from me. So we have another release coming up in I'm gonna say the ballpark is the next couple months. We've got another release, and I can't tell you how many songs are gonna be in that release, but I can say that this year I'm not just always gonna be releasing one song at a time. I feel like
that's great.
Some of these records just inherently go together and belong together. There might be a couple of like dual drops, there might be like a little EP tucked in there, and then the grand plan is to compile the best ones and put them in our album. But I don't know when that's going to happen exactly, but there will be at the very least, there's going to be a ton of singles coming out this year.
CECE, have you thought about obviously bringing these songs to life? Because I believe that last year you performed Breaking Bad, I think it's called, the show in LA last August. What about this year? Have you thought about bringing these obviously new songs to from your project to life?
Yeah, so last year we did a show in LA at Breaking Sound, and it was an amazing show. It was so much fun. We had the best time, and it really was the first taste that we had about what this show is going to feel like once we start bringing these songs live, like you said. I cannot wait to get on stage. It's my favorite place to be outside of the studio. I love performing so much. It's my favorite part of this job. So yeah, we have been talking about it and stuff. I think our primary focus right now is getting these songs out, because I want people to be able to have songs that they love and that they can really like dance to and go all out to and sing along to at the shows. So that's our primary focus, but we cannot wait to get on stage, because this music is meant for stadiums. It is meant to have people just cutting loose at a show and just really like letting it all hang out. So we can't wait.
I'm really, really excited, obviously, because I cannot wait also as well too. And by the way, I just want to apologize just because last night I was watching Breaking Bad on DVD and my head went out of my...
Great show.
Yeah, totally. So,
great show. Love that show. Amazing.
Yeah, so I was watching like in bed like Breaking Bad, and then my subconscious, I mixed Breaking Sound with Breaking Bad. Sorry about that. Anyway,
no problem.
Anyway, CECE, it was an absolutely pleasure to have you here on the show. Thank you so much for coming to the B Nation podcast. Honestly, I wish you all the best, obviously, with Problems and the rest of the project. And I just want to tell you that from now on, you have your platform here to come for your future releases, and that you are more than welcome to obviously to have a chat about music here on the show. Okay.
Thank you so much. It really means the world to me to have your support, and it means the world that you love the music. Thank you to everybody out there that has been listening to this song and all the records that have come out and are going to come out. I'm really so appreciative, and I just can't wait to keep bringing you some music to dance to.
Thank you so much, CECE, for being on the B Nation podcast. And now it's time to listen to another track of our hottest record of the week, brought to you by Spotify. And this week we have the incredible debut album from Tia Tia. And now it's time to listen another fantastic song that is called Rockabye. There we go, Tia Tia.
Rockabye, bad little baby, baby, all around me, kinda shady, shady. Hearing you cry, it don't faze me, faze me. Rockabye, bad little baby. Shit I do for you on the daily, daily. Sex with me, so amazing, amazing. Hearing you cry, it don't faze me, faze me. Rockabye, bad little baby. You came around, so cynical and twisted. Let your guard down, and then you let me in, eh. But I know now, was only for a midnight. Did you get sick of trying? You traded in a good thing for some bad luck. Your pedestal was shattered for a quick, you put the air, then took it out of my lungs. Did you get sick of lying? Did you get sick of me asking you where you been, though? Did you get sick of pretending that we were special? Boy, I'm sick of the sipping and reminiscing on. And you got me saying, rockabye, bad little baby, baby. All around me, kinda shady, shady. Hearing you good, it don't faze me, faze me. Rockabye, bad little baby. Shit I do for you on the daily, daily. Sex with me, so amazing, amazing. Hearing you good, it don't faze me, faze me. Rockabye, bad little baby. Yeah, boy, you always been sus. You got me you. It was all about you, about you, about you. And the thing is, I know that you'd always go and do this. Hey, it's so fucking stupid. Rock-a-bye, bye, little baby, baby. All around me, kinda shady, shady. Hearing you, but it don't faze me, faze me. Rock-a-bye, bye, little baby. Shit I do for you on the daily, daily. Sex with me, so amazing, amazing. Hearing you, but it don't faze me, faze me. Rock-a-bye, bye, little baby.
So that was Rockabye by Tia Tia. It's another track that you're gonna find in her debut album that is called Tia Tia, and is the hottest record of the week with Spotify here on the B Nation podcast. Now it's time to play the last track of this episode. We discovered Max Drayson here in previous episodes with one track called Not Because I Love You, and now it's time to listen his brand new single that is called 5-3. There we go, he is Max Drayson.
When you say you love me, that goes. The way you touch me, I just wanna let go. Round the world and back because you said so. Because you said so. Or maybe we could keep it right here real close. Let your aura pull me through the threshold. Listen to your heartbeat for the tempo. You set the tempo. Just 5'3", out of control when you tell me you want me. Staying in bed with my hands on your body, all the time to lose. It's just me and you. Hey, wake up and do it again in the morning. Then wake up and do it again in the morning. All the time to lose. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. All I need is you right now. When I'm too high, you pull me down. And when I'm low, you pick me off the ground. You're the world to me, and you're just 5'3". It gets heavy, 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 heavy when the world is in my hands. But if you let me, let me, let me, let me, let me keep you close, you'll understand that all I need is you right now. When I'm too high, you pull me down. And when I'm low, you pick me off the ground. You're the world to me, and you're just 5'3".
Max Drayson and 5-3, and that's it. That's everything from me. Thank you so much to everyone who listened to this episode of the B Nation podcast. Thank you so much to our guest, CECE, for that fantastic interview. Join us next week for episode 4, where we're gonna have a lot of surprises. And that's everything from me. Laura was in the production of the show, and my name is Miguel. It's Miguel. 6 letters and 3 vowels. Remember that this Saturday you have a brand new episode of Backstage exclusively on Spotify, and next Friday you have a brand new episode of the B Nation podcast on thebnation.com. Every Friday we are bringing you the best new music from around the world, which is great, but being kind is everything. Stay safe, wish you all the best, have a nice weekend, have a nice week, and you have a new episode next Friday. Bye bye!